On the 30th episode of the HatTrick Sports Podcast, we're going to talk about some MLB signings, some NFL playoff games, some NBA news, some college football moves, and we're going to end it off with some Hall of Fame, yay or nay. Roll it.
It's the podcast of all time.
So you guys want to talk about that? Introducing your hosts, Isaiah
and Micah, bringing you a special guest every episode. We are the HatTrick Sports Podcast.
We are starting the 30th episode of the HatTrick Sports Podcast, and we have probably our 10th Philly fan that we've ever had on here. I feel like every fan that we get now is a Philadelphia fan. You kind of want to explain who you are, Alex?
Yes, sir. My name is Alex. I am a Philadelphia fan, so pretty much the Eagles, Sixers, Phillies. That's pretty much it, man. I mean, of course, I watch football, I watch basketball, but Eagles and Philadelphia is kind of my team and my city that I root for.
That seems Philly and Pittsburgh are like the two main cities that like all their teams. I feel like it's never like a Yankees-Giants kind of thing.
No. Well, you're a Steelers fan, right?
No, he's
You're the Steelers fan.
but
okay.
he's just different.
I'm mixed up.
Yeah,
Mixed
Mike's just mixed
I'm
up.
all around the country.
It's all right.
So what do you guys want to start off with? Micah, what do you want to start with?
Let's start with some NBA. I don't think I've ever started with NBA before.
All right, yep. LeBron has played against over a third of all ever NBA players.
That is insane.
Where'd you find this stat?
I saw it somewhere and I looked it up and it's actually true. He's played with around 1,800 players and there have been around 4,800 players.
That is awesome. That is amazing.
He has played against 35% of all NBA players.
That's unbelievable.
That's insane. He played against a rookie's dad in his first game. Well, he was a rookie last season. Jabari Smith's dad.
I really hope his son goes into the league and they play together. I think that would be amazing.
I mean, he's gonna request a trade to go to that team, and he doesn't care what he has to do to play with him.
Oh yeah, no, that's how you do it right there. What does that say?
So yeah, I was looking up when did the NBA form, and it says 1949, and LeBron's debut was in 2003. So he's been playing for 20 years, and the league's been around for 75. So that makes sense.
I can see the math adds up there.
The math does add up.
Adds up there.
Except for the fact that he's been playing for 20 years. That part doesn't add up. But I still don't know where I saw you put that on the agenda, and I was like, how do you figure out that stat?
I saw it somewhere, I forget where, and then I looked it up, and it was actually true somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way.
And then what about DeAndre Ayton's house was covered with snow and couldn't get out?
So his house, they sent like 20 people over to try and dig him out of his house because there was snow blocking his whole house, and they couldn't get him out. He could not play that game. And his backup...
Wait, I missed the game?
Yeah, he missed the game because he was stuck in his house.
Oh, wow.
His backup, I don't know how to say his name, had 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. That's not a bad game. I mean, maybe he should have been stuck in his house.
Did they win?
Yes, they did.
Okay, well,
they
won.
Then
they
won by 2 points against the Nets.
It all works
So-
out.
Yep.
How much snow does there have to be that they brought 20 people there and they still couldn't get him out for the game?
I don't know. That's insane.
For you guys that don't know, we are based out of Florida, so it doesn't snow. So it's like you can't even fathom that.
No.
Snow's so high that you can't walk out of your door. I don't know.
They wanted to send it, so they sent a lot of guys over.
Crawl out the chimney and get a helicopter up there.
guess so, yeah.
Do whatever you got to do. And then what else do we have for NBA, Micah?
We got Bruce Brown paying a teammate $10,000 for number 11.
That's kind of chump change.
Yeah,
that's
it is.
kind of chump change.
Compared
Compared to NBA,
yeah.
only 10 grand.
Yeah, he said that he was expecting a lot more than that, but I tried to look it up. I have no clue why Bruce Brown likes number 11.
Was it his college number?
I don't know. I could not find a reason that he liked 11. He wore it on the Nuggets, wore it on the Pacers, and now he wanted it in the Raptors.
10 grand. I mean,
Sentimental.
all I got to do is practice to be in the NBA and then wear a number that somebody wants to wear. Like LeBron, like 23, LeBron gets traded.
Well, LeBron will wear 6 then.
Well, he gave you money for that.
Yeah, I was like,
he gave you some money for that.
Then I'll be good for a year or two.
He'll give you $1 million for that.
Yeah, there you go. And then, is that it for NBA?
Which, I mean, I like that Bruce Brown trade. I like him going to the Raptors. I think that trade, with Siakam going to Indiana looks good.
Yeah.
Indiana looks really good. And I think Siakam there, I think it kind of works out for the both. Raptors are in a little bit of a rebuilding type situation. I think it was a good move for both teams.
I still wish he didn't leave the Nuggets. He was that main part of that championship team with the bench, but
Definitely was.
I mean, it's a good trade for both teams.
They got to get paid.
Yeah.
Role players got to get paid.
Yeah. If the Nuggets could get him back, I would love that, though.
Yeah. Are you a Nuggets fan?
Yes, I am. I told you.
Okay, so
I'm all around the country.
So
I told
it's Pittsburgh, Denver. Okay.
So you're all Philly fan. Micah's Houston Astros, Pittsburgh Steelers,
Denver Nuggets.
and a Flyers fan.
Oh, you're a Flyers
Yeah.
fan. Okay. We kind of agree on something.
It's like all.
But where did it come? Like, where did it stem from?
Well, I was a Dodgers fan. Then I realized everyone in my family likes them, and I don't
switch
like.
it up.
Yeah, switch it up.
Let's switch it up.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And then Steelers fan because somewhat because of Antonio Brown. I was, and then kid in kindergarten liked him, so I just liked him too. I'm not making that up. Nuggets because I really started watching basketball in the bubble, and Jamal Murray in the bubble was different.
Oh, so he was insane.
He was
So yeah, there's Micah's story on how he likes all of his different teams.
I respect it. I do respect it. Especially you're getting into a sport and you're just watching it for the first time. And I mean, you don't have any, family people harping on you. You kind of pick and choose. Hey, I like their colors. You know what I mean? Hey, I like this player. I mean, I remember when I think it was Deshaun Jackson's rookie year, and I was like, I just started watching football, and I'm like, man, I like this team.
Yeah.
And I was like 10 years old, so it all kind of goes from there.
Deshaun Jackson was insane.
He was the man.
So you are an Eagles fan, Alex.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure you've heard all these potential rumors, potential real facts about Jason Kelce retiring.
Yeah.
He has said that he hasn't officially announced it, and he won't. Like, he'll do it in a good manner. He'll wait till after the Super Bowl. He won't take anything away from anybody else. What are your thoughts on him retiring in his career?
I really hope not. And I gotta say that as just please don't. I mean, if you're listening, Jason Kelce, do not retire, please. I mean, he's still one of the best centers in the entire game, but I know he has the daughters. I know his wife. I know their podcast is making moves right now.
Yeah, very much. I think number one. I think it's Rogan, then New Heights.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I think they passed Rogan.
They may have passed Joe Rogan.
They passed him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna make money off the field no matter what, and I think he's such a family man.
Very.
But if he can just come back one more year, that's all we need is one
Still
more
gonna
year.
have one of the best O lines in the league though, even without him.
I think so. I think if we just call some different plays, it'll work out. If we just call a little bit of different plays.
Maybe the tush push won't work anymore.
Yeah,
We'll have
exactly.
to see. We'll have
He
to
said
see.
we got a new center coming in to practice that every day.
Do you it's just a cat running across the room. Do you think that he'll go to the Chiefs? There are rumors that he's going to want to play with Travis.
No.
I don't think that either. But I don't know. I just never thought about that, and then somebody kind of said it, and I was like,
They have Creed Humphrey. Why do they need
They do
Jason
have Creed
Kelce?
Humphrey. Yeah, they don't even need him.
well, because I think Kelsey's better than.
Right, but you're gonna move franchise center to guard or tackle, or even bench him maybe.
If Kelce plays it, he's not leaving Philadelphia.
Yeah.
He's either going to retire or he's going to come back. I just don't.
He
see
likes
it.
that team way too much.
He loves him, man. That's home for him. I mean, I don't see that happening at all. Him leaving, no way.
Yeah.
No way.
And then the NFL playoffs, absolutely wild right now. Yesterday's game. Did you see yesterday's game at all, Alex?
Of course.
Both of them.
Both of them. The 49ers-Packers game, McCaffrey coming in for the last, I don't know, I think there was probably a minute left for that touchdown to go up, and then the Love throws that interception.
Terrible pass.
I've looked at all of Jordan Love's interceptions. There's been like 3 or 4 of them that cost them a game.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
This season?
Yeah. They've lost like 3 games because of his interception problems in the clutch.
He's good. I mean, he looks so good. I mean, I haven't watched a full Packers game this season, but from the last 2-3 games I've watched him, I mean, he looks on the maul. Then again, some of the guys are just wide open. I mean, you look them; they're running butt naked down the field.
Not the guy he threw to.
He was triple covered. I don't know what he was looking at there.
So I think he was being what's the word, like when out of the pocket, like he couldn't get out of the pocket. And
Or either throw it away, scramble. He had some yards that he could scramble with.
So the play before that, it was like a 5-second, 7-yard pass, and it took him 5 seconds. And if he just did that, he would have eventually scored a touchdown that ran out of bounds, stopped the clock. But then that play, you can't throw it out, or else you're just going to run out of time. What you need is you need to be at least in field goal range or within 5 yards of field goal range, and just try to kick the field goal to go into OT.
I think they could have pulled it off. I think that they had enough time. I don't think they believed in their kicker. I mean, if he makes that kick the drive before, I mean, it's going to overtime, you know.
And here's another thing I kind of want to talk about. People have the speculation, and I don't mean this personally at all, but if this happens, then they would have gone into OT. Like, that doesn't, I don't know. I feel like in sports that doesn't always happen. Like, okay, let's say he kicked the field goal and it would have taken 2 extra minutes. All right, then would of those plays actually happened, or would there have been like a pick six?
If you need one play to go right, you shouldn't have won the game. Is how I look at it.
That is true.
If you need a play to go perfectly, or you need a field goal to win, like that double doink, I don't blame on I forget who kicked it, but
the kicker.
Yeah, I don't blame it on him because it did get tipped. It got tipped by an Eagles guy, but if you need a field goal to hit, you shouldn't have won the game.
You're right. And he kind of goes back because even if you look at, was it before halftime, San Francisco missed that kick. So if you're going to take one kick, you got to take in multiple ones.
Yeah.
But man, I really, as an Eagles fan,
I'm
so glad Cowboys lost and Green Bay just went in and demolished them. It would have made it so much sweeter if they just took care of business in San Francisco.
Yeah.
I would have felt so much better. But so now I'm just rooting for Detroit to go ahead and take it all the way.
As a Seahawks fan, I was really rooting for the Packers, and then
Seahawks fan? Where'd that come from?
Kind of same thing with Mike and the Astros, just me and the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Same with the Dodgers, though.
But did you hear Matt LaFleur praise every time the kicker goes? He said that.
How do you say that?
How do you so funny?
Did he say that before or after the game?
I'm pretty sure. I don't remember when it was, but he said it.
I saw it this morning.
I saw it this morning too.
How do you say that in like a professional manner like that? Like,
they want Mason Crosby back. That's all I never thought I'd say.
Man,
he's a Giant now.
And then the other game yesterday. Oh, by the way, we were filming this on Sunday the 21st at around 11 o'clock. So the Chiefs, Bills, and the Lions Bucks game hasn't gone on yet. But yesterday's game, the Texans and Ravens won. It was really close at half, and then the Ravens kind of blew it open. What was the final score? 41-10?
34-10, something like that. But the Texans were not playing like they played against the Browns. They couldn't get open deep, and ever since that first drive where they tried to get the ball and then try and make some momentum, they went like 3 and out, I believe.
Yeah.
That's what ended the whole game for me.
You got to attribute to Baltimore's. I mean, Baltimore is. This seems like their year. Like everything's kind of going around. Like this is Baltimore's year, and I think their defense is outstanding. And CJ Stroud, I mean, the Texans' offense is good, and CJ Stroud is here to stay.
So I think that the Ravens' defense, I hate the Ravens so much. They're my least favorite team in the NFL. But if they win the Super Bowl, I think they're the best defensive Super Bowl team since Legend of Boom. The Seahawks with Cam Chancellor, Richard Sherman, just everyone, Bobby Wagner. That I feel like it's the best defense since
I can see
Legion
that.
of Boom.
I think Wagner's just good because of the Seahawks. But
no, I think he's good because he went to the Rams that one season.
Yeah. The Rams is what did it to him.
Yeah.
That's what solidified his career.
Yep.
Right there.
But you know, the Texans defense looked really good in the first half. But that's it. Like after that, they kind of blew it open. And
they've never been known for having like an amazing defense either. It's just their offense was not what it always is.
So we've been talking about this for about the last 5 weeks and been hearing the guests' takes on this. Have you heard of the Super Bowl logo theory? And so you have?
Oh, yeah.
So it's probably halfway through the season, people were speculating that it was going to be 49ers, Ravens. And right now, as I'm looking at this, it looks like those are the only two teams.
The Bucks. Do not count the Bucks out.
The Bucks could. Oh, okay.
Do not count the Chiefs out. Do not count the Bucks out. Do not count the Chiefs out.
I can see the Bucks.
I can't see the Bucks.
The Bucks. Well, it makes colors on the. It makes sense for the colors.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs.
All
Don't
right.
count the Chiefs out either.
Okay. Hey, proposal for the next 2 weeks for the NFL. If you guys see this in the next 2 weeks and can change this.
If the Bucks win, 3 of the 4 teams will have ring.
All right, calm down real quick. 49ers make it to the Super Bowl. The Bills, you change it to purple just for 2 weeks, just to keep this alive. Official Bills logo purple for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then you could change it back to blue, just so this what's it called, a theory could happen.
Makes it fair.
Yeah, so it'll be purple against purple in the AFC, and then red against red in the NFC if the Bucks win and if the Bills win. But I think the biggest game of the year, I would argue, is the Chiefs-Bills.
Yeah.
I think those are, again, I've said this in the past, and I'm not going to retract my statement. I think that the Bills are arguably the best team in the AFC. Everybody watching probably has heard of that or heard me say that. And I think the Bills will win against the Chiefs. And I'm not sure if they'll win against the Ravens, but I think they will win.
You said you think they win next season.
I did. Months ago, probably October, I said that the Bills were going to win the Super Bowl next season.
Next season.
Not this season.
I said next season. But if they go into the AFC Championship this year and lose, don't you think they have a shot at making the Super Bowl next season?
They have a shot, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay.
I think this is one of the better years. Kansas City's hasn't been as good as they usually are. I think their biggest hurdle has been, even I said the same thing going into the playoffs. It was Baltimore and then it's Buffalo. And I think, especially the way Buffalo's been playing these last, 2 months of football, ever since the Eagles beat them in OT, they haven't lost a game.
No.
Right?
No.
And at home, you got to take advantage of playing Patrick Mahomes in Buffalo.
Oh, 100%.
Throwing snowballs at the wide receivers who already can't catch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's not going to help them.
Weren't they doing what they did last week, shoveling snow, having the fans shovel
They're doing
snow?
it again this week.
They're doing that again. Is it still $20 an hour? Plus
I
free
think so,
food?
pretty sure.
Oh,
Yep.
man. I'm
Yeah.
about to get out there and
Yeah, dude.
start
It's a
shoveling.
legit job.
I think Buffalo fans get penalized if they throw
No.
a snowball at a wide receiver who's trying to catch the ball.
But
Well,
that's it.
First
That's
of
it.
all,
That's it.
Okay.
A wide receiver that is being thrown at. If you throw a snowball at him, penalized.
First
if
of all-
they're running the ball, you can do it.
Oh, running the ball.
you can-
Do it all day. Or if he has the ball already, throw it at him.
I'm not saying do this, but it's super cold outside. You're wearing all those layers. You don't have good arm mobility. If you could throw a snowball and hit a wide receiver, you should be given the $20 an hour. If you're able to do that, throw it all the way onto the field with the.
Well, if you're in the front row or something, you can check a snowball.
You're wearing like sweaters that are gonna make you go like this. And
All those Bills fans with no shirts on. Don't worry.
Did you guys hear that Dolphins fan the other week in Kansas City might have his arm amputated?
Why?
So he was sliding down. No, it wasn't the guy that was sliding down. He was he had a snow hat on and was just cheering for his team with his shirt off. And again, it's negative 30 degrees there, and they're saying he might have frostbite and have to.
Oh, my God.
I'm not.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't quote me on that. That's what I've heard from multiple sources, if you will. But it sounds like he might have to get his arm cut off. But
Ryan Fitzpatrick did that last season with the Bills, and he was fine.
not in negative 30 degree weather.
Dedication.
It was like 2
dedication.
degree weather.
He did have a snow hat on, so his head was fine. For everybody,
That's good news, I guess.
Dedication.
Yeah.
Before we move on, so as you guys know, last week we officially announced who won the Pickems. Alex, I don't know if you know about this. We did Pickems all throughout the season. The guests went 0-13 and 5.
Oh, geez.
Guys
Yeah,
didn't
they
win.
didn't get a win.
I was 7-6 and 3, or
I was
7-6 and 4,
I
and
was
Micah was
6-7.
6-7 and 4. So as his punishment, it officially came in. Micah's gonna have to wear this.
Loser?
It says I suck at fantasy football. I don't know how well you guys can see that, and on the back it says loser, and he's gonna have to stand on the corner. I'm not gonna say it out loud. Over there, that busy intersection over there, for 30 minutes, and hold a sign that say I suck at NFL Pickems, wearing this. So we're gonna set up a date for that to happen, and we'll go live for it. We'll make sure you guys can watch that, and
Good luck.
yeah, this is why you don't lose Pickems.
Yeah.
Just wanted to show you. That just came in today. It's the first time I saw it, at least. So there's that. I just had to get that out of the way. I was trying to convince Micah to wear that on today's podcast, but he was like, no, that wasn't part of the bet.
That was
There
not
you go.
one or the other.
But what else happened? Gabe Davis out against Chiefs.
He's out again.
Wow.
I think that's what's gonna put
gonna
the
hurt him.
Chiefs over the edge.
That's going to hurt him.
And then the Raiders have officially signed their full-time head coach, Antonio Pierce.
That's the best move they've made in a long time.
They had to.
Decade.
Yeah.
So good for them. I saw they were going kind of back and forth with contract stuff, and it took them a day or two for them to officially finalize it. One thing I want to talk about as a Seahawks fan is that the Seahawks were interviewing somebody. I forget exactly who it was, but it kind of made me mad because I want Harbaugh.
I think Mike Vrabel's the best coaching guy out there right now.
I was so mad when I saw that they were interviewing him.
If you guys get Mike Vrabel, I think it's better than Harbaugh.
Dude, I don't know. I just feel like after national...
Harbaugh's been coaching in college for so long, and Vrabel's been a good coach in the NFL.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think they're both really good. I think they're both great coaches. I know when they were having the rumors about Sirianni getting kicked out, I was like, please not Belichick. Just give me Vrabel or
No one. I mean, the Falcons want Belichick, but no one else does.
It's just, I don't think you can build a team. I mean,
you get it for 2 seasons.
What is he, like 74 or something like that? I mean,
Jim Harbaugh?
No, Bill Belichick.
Oh, Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick. Yeah, Jim Harbaugh's not that old, but man, he's up there in age, man.
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't want to coach for 2 seasons.
71. Okay,
you were a year off. Yeah.
Still, man.
I want a coach
72.
that will stick with a team for 10, 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
I might just be used to that because Steelers fan, we just have long coaches.
Very lucky. Very lucky.
Yes, extremely.
Who do you think's older, Nick Saban or Pete Carroll? I don't know if you guys just saw that.
Pete.
By how much?
Like 2 years-ish, probably.
I'd say Pete.
They're both 72.
I thought
that kind of shocked me.
I thought Nick was 71. Pete was 73.
I thought Nick was in his 60s and Carroll was in his 70s, like late 70s. No.
I thought Pete was a little younger until I found out he retired, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
How old is he? Wow.
Yeah, he's very good for his age.
Pete's got a good jawline. All that gum
from
chewing.
that gum.
All that gum chewing.
That's what is it? I think I heard it, but wasn't like Max Crosby gonna request a trade?
Yeah, like half the
Antonio
players
Pierce?
were gonna leave if they didn't put him.
Yeah.
Which their team completely turned around the minute he became.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Coach. I mean,
no one liked Josh McDaniels.
No, they make terrible front office decisions year after year. So I'm with you. I'm glad they made this.
He's the head coach for them. He knows how to coach that team.
Yeah.
Yep. And then anything else on NFL? I feel like that.
Who do you guys think will win these next few games?
All right, so I'll go first. I think that the Bucs will beat the Lions. I think that the 49ers will beat the Bucs, so 49ers. And I think the Bills will beat the Chiefs, and then I'm going to have to go Ravens for that one, realistically.
So you think Ravens, Niners, Super Bowl?
Ravens, Niners, yep.
So I think it happens.
I do.
Going with the theory.
Yep.
Going with the theory.
What do you think, Alex?
What do you got?
I can't see the Bucs going into Detroit and beating Detroit right now.
That's true. That is very
but
true.
I mean, Baker looks confident. I mean, Baker looks good. They're gonna blitz at golf all game long, just like they did to Jalen Hurts last week, and we're just gonna see how they. Again, is golf. I mean, I think both those quarterbacks, you can kind of make the argument where it's like, both of those guys are they elite, or are they kind of just like getting carried by their team? Are they just game managers? And it's gonna be a good game to see who really comes out on top and who puts the focus on. So I think the Lions stick it out. Again, I'll be rooting for them against San Francisco. San Francisco just...
Yeah, I don't want San Fran to win at all.
Their team is too stacked. And Brock Purdy, I mean, I'm not a big Brock Purdy fan, but you have Christian McCaffrey.
George Kittle,
Ayuk. That defense is insane. I just don't see San Francisco losing in the NFC.
I hope not. Or I hope they do. I hope they lose. But if you told me at the beginning of the season that the Bucs and Lions were going to make it to the divisional rounds,
I would have thought you were crazy.
Exactly.
I would have thought you were crazy.
I'm still looking at this, questioning if NFL got that wrong.
Who do you got for the Bills Chiefs?
I got the Bills. I got the Bills at home. I think
in Buffalo.
Again, like what we were just talking about. I mean, I think the Bills are really on a roll here, and I think that next week game, Buffalo and Baltimore, is going to be the next game of the year.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be that next game of the year. And I just think this, every year, Mahomes and the Chiefs have been at the top for the last 5 years. I think eventually you can't not make – I mean, you have to not make an AFC Championship game. You know? As crazy as that sounds, he's made the last 5 in a row.
It's like the Astros. They made 7 straight ALCSs.
I mean, that's insane.
So I talked to somebody Friday, and I'm going to tell them their opinions on this, and I'm going to tell you my opinions on this. So they think that Patrick Mahomes is going to be up there with Tom Brady by the end of his career.
I agree with that.
And he thinks that Travis Kelce is going to be the next Gronk.
Well, he already kind of is.
All right, so that's his opinion. My opinion is Patrick Mahomes won't be the next Tom Brady in 10 years.
Do you think he'll be a top 5 QB all time by the end of it?
I'll give him probably top 10, top 15, maybe not top 5. We'll see how it goes.
Right.
And I think that Travis Kelce is going to be way better than Rob Gronkowski.
So do you think he's better than Tony Gonzalez? So, do you think Kelsey's the best tight end of all time? Because right now I think Gronk is. And I have Kelce too.
I don't know. I think they're about equal right now, but I think in the next 10 years, Travis Kelce's going to do very well and be ahead of Gronk.
I mean, how long is Kelce going to be playing for? I mean, I doubt he's.
How old is he?
To keep this level of, greatness up for another 5 years.
He's 34. Yeah, I thought he was younger.
He might only have another 2-3 years left. And he might be done. But
yeah, I thought he was like 29. But
no.
Yeah, you got to look at it as we're looking at it as a whole tight end, because as a receiving tight end, I think he's one of the best ever. But Gronk did so much blocking and all that, and I think Kelce can be looked at as a receiver, just a bigger receiver.
Yeah.
Gronk wasn't that fast when you put him in the secondary because he did not have the angle.
Yeah, but he was. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, he's just so big. He's just a freak of nature.
Yeah,
Gronkowski
I have Gronk as the best tight end of all time. Kelce 2, Tony G at 3.
I see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Okay.
But I mean, going to the Mahomes and Brady thing, are we talking about, is Mahomes going to win 7 rings?
I don't know.
Probably not.
And that's what I was trying to talk about with that guy I was talking to Friday. Is like, is there a chance that Mahomes wins that many rings? Like, is he going to be as dominant as Tom Brady was, Super Championship wise? Like, I don't know. There's just a lot of factors that Tom Brady, we read it off weeks ago, has all these like first place stats and like most first downs, like fourth and whatever, like
from last season,
passing yards, everything.
Since this was that last season, there was a 50% chance that either Nick Saban or Tom Brady would be in the championship game, either the Super Bowl or the national championship. There was a 50% chance that it would be Saban or Brady.
Wow,
that's insane.
And I think too, it's. When you look at a guy like Brady and like LeBron James, for instance, I mean, project their career. I mean, they were dominant for.
I use Michael Jordan as that example.
20 plus years, but again, you can say, I mean, you think MJ is better than LeBron?
Yeah.
But again, you look at the numbers, and it's LeBron has the numbers, but
championships.
Yeah. So again, it's kind of what you value more, and it's kind of, I mean, also it is kind of eye test too. I mean, when you look at Mahomes, the things he can do is just unreal. Yeah. I mean, Brady can't do the things Mahomes can do, but Brady's one of the smartest quarterbacks ever to play.
Yeah.
And the thing that I like about Brady is that he had 200 total scrambling yards in his whole career.
Is that true?
It's something extremely low. Like
something that low. I mean, Mahomes has 2 in 5 years.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and
so he plays 15 years. That's 6 on pace for.
Brady played 20 years. Can Patrick Mahomes play till he's
for? That's what I'm saying. Like it's that's so rare for Brady to be 44, 45 years old and winning Super Bowls and winning MVPs, and it's can Mahomes do that? Maybe with how advanced medicine's getting and how they're looking out for player safety. I mean, man, in 20 years, I can see quarterbacks being 45 and playing still. Mm-hmm. And making it the norm.
Yep.
I got the Bucks beating the Lions, and I got the Chiefs beating the Bills.
Chiefs beating the Bills.
And I call me crazy, but I have the Bucks beating the Niners.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm gonna call you crazy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call you crazy.
You can definitely do that. That's definitely reasonable.
Wow, really?
And then I have the Chiefs beating the Ravens, so I have a Bucks Chiefs Super Bowl, and I think the Chiefs beat the Bucks.
So now you're really going into Mahomes over Brady. If he wins 3 in 6 years, I mean that would be insane too.
Yeah. We'll see. What else? Anything else football wise?
No, not that I can.
Nothing for you, Micah.
You think Lamar solidifies MVP? You think he's MVP, or who do you think? Don't say Dak or Brock Purdy, please.
I don't think it's Dak. Purdy, I don't know. Probably not Purdy. I think he's too young, and I don't think he's done what Lamar Jackson's done, especially in the regular season. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Lamar.
What about you?
Well, I would say Lamar, but I hate Lamar. So I think Lamar is going to win, but I
don't want him to win.
CMC should.
I agree with
things
that
he's
statement.
doing.
I agree with that.
He's doing what AP did when he won MVP. So that's kind of how I look at it.
And he's catching the ball. I mean, when you look at look at most valuable player. I mean, it's not of Brock Purdy.
Yeah, stop making it a QB award. Take it away from being a QB.
And if there was a year to take it away from the quarterback, this would be the year. I mean, you look at the numbers. I mean, I remember when quarterbacks thrown for 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. No one's even coming close to that. I mean, if there was going to be a year to give it to another position,
this is it.
This is that year. And McCaffrey has been hands down the best player in his position.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Maybe the best offensive weapon in the entire league.
I regret what I told everyone not to draft him in fantasy because he would get injured.
I know. I said the same thing, man. And I feel stupid.
Yeah, I told people don't draft him because he's going to get injured. He had one season where he didn't. That was last season. And
I remember that because you're like, call me crazy now, but don't. I remember that.
But that was there was drafts where he slipped to like pick 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
he went 2. He went 2 of 4 in the league that I'm in.
Really?
Because I drafted Hill at 3.
So that was a good pick, though. I mean, you can't be mad at it. I mean, whoever picked like Justin Jefferson kind of got screwed.
That was second, I think. So CMC probably went 4.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Anything else? Football-wise?
No.
All right. College football. Everybody moving to Alabama from Washington.
Yeah,
From west side to east side.
Yeah. Well, they have Arizona's head coach. I think he's an extremely good head coach. He brought that program from nothing to top 25. So I think Washington, I don't think the players should be leaving, but I think that they're going to because they can go to Alabama, and who's not going to go to Alabama when you have the chance?
That's true. Alabama's like the, I don't know, Yankees, the 10 years ago Patriots, Cowboys, I guess.
No.
Not
well,
Cowboys in the 90s, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Alabama's like the current Hall of Fame, if you will.
Yeah.
I think
It gives you the best chance to go to the NFL.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that them and Georgia are like the two top of the pedestal.
Yeah. If you play defense, go to Georgia. If you play offense, go to Alabama.
See that? Play receiver, go to Alabama.
Yeah,
for
especially.
Sure.
Because then you're getting good QBs also.
And running back too. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, I think with the NIL and everything too, they can get up and leave Alabama next year. You know, I mean, they could switch teams once a year if they really want to. So, I think do you think that ruins college football? I know
I think money shouldn't be involved in college football.
That's what I've been saying for months until the NIL portal or whatever has started. I've said like it's just kind of ruining the game.
The transfer portal should be with people who chose the wrong school, and you should only be able to do it once and maybe twice.
I agree.
Like you should be able to switch every season because you're not getting play time.
Yeah, because now it's just a bidding war. I mean, I saw something where like Texas paid Archie Manning like $7 million a year
He's a backup.
to play the backup.
And now Quinn Ewers is coming back.
Yeah,
Just have the last name Manning. That's it.
It's insane. And I actually thought Arch Manning was gonna leave. When I found out Quinn Ewers was coming back, I'm like, why would you stay at Texas? Now you can leave and you could probably make more money somewhere else.
Well, because if he just plays one good season for Texas,
he's going to be a first-round pick.
Exactly.
He's going to be a first-round pick.
Exactly. Because he doesn't have to prove himself for more than one season.
That is true, yeah. He doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
And then Ohio State hires a new offensive coordinator, Bill O'Brien.
The Patriots offensive coordinator, which was
Is that a demotion? Is that a demotion?
Yes.
Yeah.
NFL to college? Yes.
But then you look at Nick Saban, who was in the NFL and went down to college and had a better career in college.
The Patriots offense was awful last season.
I understand that, but now he's going to the top 5 best, maybe not top 5, one of the best colleges in the country.
Have fun, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Have fun.
I don't see him doing much this season.
It doesn't look good, but at least he has a job somewhere. And then, so I did, while we were talking about the transfer portal, have you guys seen those Dr. Pepper commercials, like the series? They were really, Fansville.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. No, you're good. You're good.
Did you get it? Should I grab it?
No, you're good. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, 1 second. We'll resume in a second. Anyway,
excited.
So the Fansville commercials, the best commercial I've seen. I don't know. They've probably made over 100 commercials at this point in the last 10 years. the best commercial I've seen is that transfer portal commercial where it's like, have you seen that? Where it's like the portal and it's like sucking all these NFL guys out and it's like, wait, we'll pay you more, and it's like spits them out, and I don't know. I think
take my hand. I got a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
That's a good commercial.
I gotta see that.
You haven't seen that? Oh,
That's
boy.
a funny commercial.
That I don't know. That made me think of that. And then Cam McCormick in his 9th year for college football.
The same high school eligibility as Jalen Hurts.
Well, I don't know what you just said. What does that mean? Like
So he was in the same
High school class?
They went
Yeah,
to
he
college.
was in
Class.
Yeah.
and he's still.
How do they give you
How old
9?
is he? What is he? Is he 30? Is he in his 30s now? I mean, 9th year of eligibility. I mean,
Is he like
maybe
taking
he's like
college
27.
Yeah.
Stetson Bennett 2.0?
Is he taking college classes? What like?
He's at Miami.
Oh, he's only 25. Okay. He's only
okay.
25.
I mean, still.
No.
That is-
Are you going
it's-
to draft a guy that's going to be 26?
I don't
That's at
think that, I
9
don't
years-
even
yeah.
think he's going to the draft.
I don't think
I
so
think
either.
he's just a Tim Tebow college football career.
He hasn't even been that notable though.
No, he's not. But you know what
He's
I'm saying.
known for having 9 years of
I
eligibility.
have no idea who he is.
I don't know how you get 9 years.
That's awesome.
And then
How do you play college for
He's
almost a
going for his
decade?
doctorates.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess.
he failed chemistry a couple times.
Yeah.
And then Tua's brother. I'm not even
Tua Leah, I think.
Instead of I don't know. Yeah, Tua Leah.
What's funny is he was trying to get his 5th year of NCAA eligibility, and they wouldn't give it to him.
Tua Leah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're giving Cam McCormick 9, but they're not giving Tua Leah 5. So he's going to the draft.
What position does he play?
QB from
Okay,
Maryland.
That's from Maryland, yeah.
Is he? What is he projected to get drafted? Do you know?
He'll probably go. I can see maybe 5th.
5th round.
He'll be a later round.
Yeah, he'll be
Yeah.
late.
Yeah,
He'll be
go
late
on.
if he gets drafted at all.
So he wanted to be in another year so he could get a higher round.
Yeah.
And I think Maryland. I mean, they didn't do bad at all, but I mean,
At the end of the season, he just
you know,
fell down.
when you're in a division, you had Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State. Maryland was always kind of that, and he could never.
You can't compete with those
can't compete
teams
with
with
that.
the roster that you have.
You know, so I wish he would have stayed one more year, just because I.
Well, he tried to.
Well, he did try to, but like when I heard all the hype about him, I really wanted to like watch him succeed. But
Yeah. I don't know.
You know.
It was cool watching Tua get drafted. I don't know why. That's like.
Remember that? What he had his lay on
Yeah.
at home.
He's like one of the 3 guys I remember like actually watched being drafted that year. What was it? 2020, 2021?
2020.
Yeah, COVID. I remember. But it'll be cool to see like if he does well or if he starts anywhere.
Yeah.
Who do you think wants him? Obviously nobody wants him.
I mean, I
first
want
round.
him, but I would rather have a lot of other guys before
Yeah.
I go and
he's
get him.
he's gonna be a backup. He's gonna be a
for the first few years at least.
Oh yeah.
What I like is that Tomlin said that Kenny Pickett will be the QB1, but he'll have competition. I don't know what that means, but he said he'll have competition, which I
Tomlin's
love.
making me really mad right now.
Why?
Just because of all the conference stuff. You're a head coach.
He said he's in a better mood, though. He'll answer some questions now.
You go into a press conference. Your contract's almost up. Whatever. You know these reporters are going to ask you.
You lost your 5th straight playoff game. He's not in a good mood. I don't know if he wanted to answer any of
So
those.
you walk off.
Yes. It was the funny.
That's an Acuna move. That's an Acuna
It was
move. And then a few days later, acts like.
He was in a better mood. He got over it.
Yeah, I don't know. Tomlin's just not like my favorite guy right now.
I think it's insane that like how many years has it been? They've been over
Like
500.
17?
I mean, that's like not even fathomable. Like how you do that.
Yeah, but
Only 2 coaches have more consecutive, and Tomlin has the most to start his coaching career.
That is crazy.
Belichick had like 21, but that wasn't a started.
Yeah.
So,
Belichick struggled in early in his
Yeah.
career. I think he's just talking about Mason Rudolph about having
I mean,
competition for Kenny. I mean, Mason Rudolph looked good those last couple
but that's
weeks.
not competition. Mason Rudolph didn't look good against Buffalo, and if we
he didn't, no.
If we had brains, we would put in Kenny Pickett, who was fully healthy, but we didn't want to.
Honestly, I mean, I don't know how you feel about Kenny Pickett, but I don't know if starting Kenny Pickett that game would have made it any.
I don't think
better.
starting him would have, but I think putting him in at halftime would
Just
have
like
helped
see
him
what
a
he can
little
do?
bit. Just see what he can do. Don't put him on the bench when he's fully healthy and we have a struggling QB.
I think getting rid of your OC was the best move you
Yes.
could have made. I mean,
And
100%.
I think getting rid of the interim OC, make him only the running back coach and get a new OC.
new
That guy's
OC.
not that good. He gives Najee the ball too much.
well,
in my
I'm glad. I mean, I was such a big Najee fan at Bama, and I thought they just ruined his career in the first couple of years.
Yeah.
and
He
when
did good
he
last
left,
season.
he did really good.
He was
now.
top 5 in rushing yards.
and then
But he was also like number 1 in carries because
Yeah.
they wouldn't give the ball to
Yeah.
Jalen.
And those last couple weeks of the season, I was like, I was just glad he did good. He's got a good personality too.
Yeah. And then, is that it for all college football?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I've been holding this off because I'm a little mad. MLB.
Yes, some team gets someone except for the Dodgers. How does that feel?
No, the Dodgers should have outbidded the Astros.
No,
This is horrible.
You don't,
This is
actually, you do need him, but
yes, we do need him. We need a left-handed pitcher. Yeah.
shush it.
Josh Hader goes to the Astros. All right, next subject.
5 years, $95 million.
We didn't have to go into detail.
As soon as I looked at that, I'm like, wow, that's overpaying because he's been quiet last season. But he played 61 games, a 1.28 ERA with 33 saves. That deserves that money.
Yeah, I mean, what is that, $19 million a year?
Yeah, he deserves that money for what he did last season. And now we don't have to burn out Presley by July. We can actually have 2 guys that we have.
All right, you done?
And I wonder if Presley's on the trade market. Because now we have a closer. Are we going to keep him as a reliever? Do we trade him? What do we need?
What do you need?
Well, we need outfield. So if we can trade anybody, let's get Jake Marisnick back in here.
All right. And then Matt Carpenter is back with the Cardinals. He is one of 2 guys, I forget who the other guy is, that are still on the Cardinals that won in that 2011 World Series team.
Waino? He retired.
Who's that other guy?
Michaelis?
You guys talk about that. I'm going to look this up.
Is Michaelis still on there?
I don't know.
He could be.
Talk about Matt Carpenter.
He seemed like an Pujols to me. He was on the Cardinals for a while, then Pujols went to the Angels, Dodgers, and then back to the Cardinals, just like as a reunion kind of thing. But Matt Carpenter, he has obviously not been as good, but...
Not Matt Holliday. I can't find it. Not Pujols.
I don't know anyone.
Yeah, there's definitely 2 people. So it's Matt Carpenter.
Yeah.
And then, all right. I can find this. 1 second. All right. Keep talking, Micah. Just stretch it out.
Keep going.
How you,
Go back to Josh Hader, I think.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
liked him.
Yeah, Josh Hader.
No, actually talk about, yeah.
It is going to be interesting, though, seeing what we do with him and Presley, because now we'll have him whenever we want. We won't need to burn one out by July, and then playoffs come, and we won't need all the stress of having to put Presley in every single time. Brian Abreu out for the first while. Man, you're really looking on there.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this other guy. Anyway, there's another guy on the Cardinals, and those are the only 2 people.
Check TikTok, see if they know it.
What?
Check TikTok, see if they know who it is.
Yeah. Nah, there's nobody on here. Yeah, there's nobody on here. Okay, so anyway, Matt Carpenter signs an extension for the Cardinals, and then...
That does seem like a Pujols thing to me, though. Just bringing him back for a reunion, just one last year before he retires.
Pujols already retired.
No, I'm saying what they did with
Oh,
Pujols.
so they're saying just do it with... So this is Carpenter's last year.
I think so.
Most iconic play of Matt Carpenter is when he got that hidden ball trick. Remember that?
Yes, against the Rockies.
Against the Rockies. I don't know, that's just the first thing that came to mind. And then Dusty Baker, former Astros head coach, is taking a job in the Giants front office.
I feel offended as an Astros fan.
Why?
Because he said he retired, then he joins a job for the Giants.
All right, Tom Brady says he retires, but he's going to do 12 more years with Fox reporting.
Right, that's not on a team.
All right, so...
I feel betrayed. Joe Espada, show him who's boss.
Whatever. Congratulations, Dusty. Mike is mad at you.
I am.
And then Kendall Graveman out for the season.
That's mainly why we got Josh Hader, I see. Because we traded Corey Lee to get Kendall Graveman. Now he's out for the season, and now we had to get Josh Hader to put him back.
All right, I'm going to look out. One more.
You're still trying to find it.
Yeah, it would definitely be on here. All right. Anyway. Is that it for football? Are we already almost done?
Baseball.
Or baseball, sorry. All right. So...
Wasn't a lot. Dodgers keep taking all the news.
Yeah, Dodgers. We need a lefty. Once we get a lefty...
Stop it.
No. Just stop
Astros going to get Josh Hader's former teammate, Blake Snell. We're going to get him, too. Reunite him again.
If Blake Snell goes to the Dodgers, we are going...
No, Blake Snell's going to the
too.
Astros, definitely. We need a pitcher.
All right. Do you have anything on that? I know you're not a huge baseball fan, but...
No, I don't know.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go on to Hall of Fame. Yay or nay? Like that little sound effect?
Hey, okay.
Yeah. Guess don't really know about that beforehand.
I like that.
Yeah. Well, you guys can't hear that. There's a little jingle coming on. Joshy Allen is today's Hall of Fame yay or nay.
Joshy Allen.
So in honor of the Chiefs-Bills game coming up, we are going to do Josh Allen Hall of Fame yay or nay. So we are going to decide if Josh Allen belongs in the Hall of
There's
Fame.
no way you search up Josh Allen and it brings up the
Yeah, I was
linebacker.
gonna say, it brings up.
There is no way.
brings up the other Josh Allen.
It brings
What is wrong with Google?
It doesn't bring up the guy in the playoffs that's been insanely good. It brings up the linebacker that sacked Josh Allen once.
I gotta talk to who's ever in charge of Google.
Yeah,
I
come
thought,
on.
like,
That was funny.
that's his name, right? Josh Allen.
Josh
Like,
Allen.
Yeah.
It's both their names.
All right. So he's been playing since when was his debut? 2018.
Yeah.
He's a two-time Pro Bowler. He won. I don't even. What's that award? PFWA MIP.
Most improved player.
Oh yeah.
Is that what
Professional football most improved player. But
Sure.
he won.
He
that?
won. Yeah, he won that. Oh, yeah. He started in 2018. He's been playing for 5 years. Let's look at some of his stats.
That's game logs.
Yeah. Okay. So passing, he's played pretty much every game since 2019. He only played 12 games in 2018.
Another Jason Kelsey like.
Jason Kelsey's been playing every game since 2015. Where is so completions over almost 2,000 completions. He's played almost 100 games. He's only been playing for 5 years. That might be the deal breaker for me. Advanced passing. Again, not too many yards. Yeah, let's go look at yards.
Right.
Almost 2,000 yards. Nope, not almost 2,000 yards. Almost 23,000 yards. And then, yeah, rushing.
He's got legs. I learned that last week. He has legs.
Oh, he's got legs on him.
He's got legs.
He's got some
3,600 rushing yards. Wow. Over 53 touchdowns. Or sorry, not over 53 touchdowns.
Not using tush push.
Not using touch push. You just have to throw that in there.
Yeah.
That's interesting. He hasn't had that many touchdowns in his career. Oh no, this
What
is
do you
rushing
I
touchdowns.
was saying, yeah,
Yeah.
53.
53
and
rushing touchdowns. How many passing touchdowns?
A lot more than that.
Yeah, he better.
Yeah. 167.
167 total touchdowns. So yeah, you guys need any more stats for this, or
I was solidifies my point.
Yeah.
No. Now again, if we're talking in 10 years from now, potentially we can see it. I mean, the guy's got no MVPs. Has
Not
he
yet.
made an AFC Championship game? Has he even made an AFC Championship game?
He has not yet.
not yet?
Has he not? Did he?
I'm pretty sure he
Was
played
it against
the
Kansas
Chiefs.
City in the
That was
loss?
divisional, I believe.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, you can't even. There's not even a playoff moment. I was gonna say the biggest moment he's had was losing to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Like that was his biggest moment, was losing that
Yeah.
Chiefs game.
Right. Vegetables, coin flip. Yeah, remember that?
What?
It was like, what's your biggest fear? And Mahomes was like vegetables, and then it's
Josh
like,
Allen coin flip.
Yeah, gosh, Josh Allen was like coin.
Coin flip.
That was a while ago.
That was a while ago.
We could project it. We could, if we were projecting his career, I would say yes. Just because again, his running ability as well is a major part of that.
He's a better passer than Lamar, and he's not a better scrambler. But if he's as a QB, I would take Josh Allen over Lamar, and I don't think Lamar isn't right now, but I think Josh Allen would be.
You would take Josh Allen over Lamar right now?
Yeah.
I would. I wouldn't actually. I wouldn't.
I don't think Lamar.
I can see it.
I don't
I
think
can see
Lamar could beat Mahomes, and I don't think Josh Allen could beat Mahomes,
I would take.
especially in the playoffs.
I don't know. We'll see.
No one can beat Mahomes. I wouldn't take anyone over Mahomes in the playoffs.
No, yeah, not right
Yeah.
now. All right, so Hall of Fame yay or nay, Josh Allen, Micah.
Nay, right now.
Nay. All right.
Nay.
And I'm gonna go with nay. Give it 5-10 more years. We'll see.
Then he'll be certified. But
Then yeah.
I won't even say certified. I'll say I'll revisit the topic in 5 years.
really? Wow.
I'll say that.
He needs an MVP. I'll say that.
He needs to win a championship.
He
Yeah.
needs an MVP and a championship, and after he wins that, I think he's good.
I think that then we're having a different conversation.
Yeah.
Maybe this year. Maybe he'll win
Maybe.
the Super Bowl this year. All right. So thank you guys for watching the 30th episode of the HatTrick Sports Podcast. Make sure you're. Let me restart that. Thank you guys for watching the 30th episode of the HatTrick Sports Podcast. You can check us out wherever you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Podbean, wherever. Be sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Go to shophattricksports.com for all of your comfortable apparel. And we'll see you guys next week.